name is Charmaine and I'm the dietitian that helps people reverse type 2 diabetes with plant-based eating, and today we are doing a Q&A where I answer all of your burning questions about reversing type 2 diabetes. I have my questions here in a big notebook and also on my phone as well, so I'll be answering your questions from here. And the first question is, someone says, I would love to start a healthier lifestyle, but I don't know where to start help. So I would say the first thing to start with is making healthy switches. And what I mean by that is, in your meal, in the usual meals that you're used to eating, think about how you can make healthy switches to make it healthier. So let's say if you're used to eating white rice, you can switch it to brown rice, and you can make it your goal to eat less processed carbs and eat more whole carbs, right? So instead of white rice, do brown rice. Or instead of flour tortilla, you can do corn tortilla. You can make switches in the protein, right? Instead of having animal protein, make the switch to have plant-based protein. So for example, enchiladas. Usually they do chicken enchiladas. So instead of chicken and cheese enchilada, you can make a black bean enchiladas, right? So really learning to make switches will be a great help for that. Another question asks, what food can I snack on? So I'm a big fan of snacking on fruits, and that brings me to another question that someone asked. I'm a big fan of snacking on fruits because fruits have carbohydrates that can hold us over between meals, and it has a lot of nutrients and minerals that can help us in our bodily functions, help our metabolism. So fruits is great for snacking. However, a lot of people express the concern that, oh, fruits raise my blood sugar and I can't have fruits. Now, the solution to that is actually reverse your insulin resistance, right? Because a lot of times why fruits might spike up your blood sugar is because of insulin resistance. Your body is probably insulin resistant, and that causes fruits to raise up your blood sugar. So people who are in my reversing diabetes program, because they are able to reverse their insulin resistance and reverse their diabetes, and even if their diabetes is not reversed yet, if they are just reversing their insulin resistance, fruits they're still able to process because they've reversed their insulin resistance. Now, if you're just starting, right, if you're in the beginning stage of reversing insulin resistance, then what you can do is add on lower glycemic fruits so that it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much. But as time goes on, as you use a plant-based lifestyle to reverse your insulin resistance, then little by little you'll be able to process more variety of fruits, and it still won't raise your blood sugar. In all those videos of interviews that you see me doing with my clients, they all snack on fruits and they all have normal blood sugar even if they eat a fruit. So I would say the best snack is to do a fruit. Other snack option could be roasted chickpeas. There's also sprouted pretzels that are, lower in glycemic index compared to pretzels. There's also rye bread where you can put some hummus or black bean dip on it. But there's a lot of different options as long as it's from whole and processed fruits. And some people even snack on sweet potatoes, so that's something that you can do as well. Someone asked, is it healthier to use almond flour than all-purpose flour? So I would argue that it's actually healthier not to use white flour, of course, but to use whole grain flour. Whole grain flour is better than almond flour for reversing insulin resistance because, again, in insulin resistance, what it's caused by is a buildup of fat. Right? So almond, even if it's healthy, and it's not healthy in big amounts. Almonds is healthy in small amounts, and so when you grind it into flour, that's a lot of fat and that's too much for your body. So almonds actually are really high in fat, so it is better to use whole wheat flour than almond flour because almond flour is too high in fat and it's not the best for reversing insulin resistance. And someone says, besides brewery yeast, what can help with insulin resistance? There's a lot of things. Brewery yeast is just a small supplement that can help insulin resistance a little bit just because they have chromium and they can increase your body's glucose tolerance factor. However, that's just a small part. Eating brewer's yeast won't just magically make your insulin resistance go away. It'll help, but it won't magically make it go away. So I would say the big picture is, of course, to eat a plant-based lifestyle where it can help you reverse your insulin resistance and be able to get out of the diabetic range, right? So that's what I would say. If you're looking for other things that can help you lower your blood sugar, or things like green tea, ginger, cinnamon, those things will help as well to lower blood sugar. Someone also asked, what is a healthy carb? So healthy carbohydrates are any starches or carbohydrates that is from an unprocessed food. So for example, brown rice instead of white rice, like I said in the beginning. Things like sweet potatoes, those are healthy carbohydrates, or fruits, those are healthy carbohydrates, or any whole grains like quinoa, farro, whole starches like yuca, those are really good healthy carbohydrates as well because they have the fiber intact with it. Those tend to break down in your body slower and will be able to process it better. And someone asked, do you recommend drinking vegan protein shakes as a meal replacement? No, I don't really recommend any protein shake to use it as a meal replacement because first of all, a lot of times when it comes to protein shake, it's not going to satisfy you as much as eating a meal, right? A lot of times these meal replacement, it's calorie controlled. That's why it helps you lose weight, but it is honestly not the experience of eating a meal. And a lot of times people don't even feel like they're eating when they drink the protein shake. And so when they actually get to eat a meal, they may overeat. So I would recommend just eating a meal best if it's plant-based because naturally it'll already help you control the calories as well. So that's what I would say. And I would say a lot of times too, with vegan protein shake, it really depends on the ingredient. Not all of them are really clean. So I mean, if you're afraid of not getting enough protein, don't be afraid because a lot of foods do have protein in these whole plant-based foods. So as long as you get enough legumes like beans, lentils, tofu, edamame, you'll get more than enough of protein. You don't really have to supplement. Someone says they're curious about avocado, mayo, and dressing. So I would say avocado is fine as long as you don't overdo it, as long as you limit your portion of avocado. Mayo, I would say you don't want to do it because it is high in fat. If you're trying to reverse insulin resistance, it is best to limit the fat intake, right? And then all those creamy dressings, I would avoid it because anything that's creamy usually is high in fat. So I would look for anything that is low fat dressing, or I usually just use vinegar for my dressings. And then someone asked, can an older person reverse diabetes? Yes. So a lot of people think that only young people can reverse diabetes, or people who just got diabetes can reverse diabetes, but that's actually a myth because your body is very powerful. And I've had experience helping people that have had diabetes for a long time and they're still able to lower their A1C to a normal level, which is amazing. So even older people can still, or people that have had diabetes for a long time can still reverse it as long as their pancreas aren't too damaged to not be able to produce insulin, right? So, but in most cases, people are able to reverse their type 2 diabetes no matter what age they are. So that's the good news. As long as you focus on the root of the problem, you can still reverse your type 2 diabetes. So that's all the question for today. If you are interested to learn more, then you can always comment on here anything you'd like to learn more. And if you like this video, make sure you press thumbs up. That will help this video a lot to share with people that want to know about the knowledge of reversing diabetes. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can always book a call with us to see if it's a great fit. And also you can follow me on social media, on Instagram or on TikTok. My handle is Reversing on Plans, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.